Hello everyone in Green Chemistry 772 at the University of Washington. I wanted to take a moment to welcome you to module number 5. So this is the last of the 2-week modules in this quarter. And this one is, here's what it looks like. This one talks about how to make decisions and balancing decisions for and making models for introducing green chemistry to stakeholders. So if you want to get stakeholder buy-in, one of the questions they're going to want to know, there's two things. Let's say it's for any process, anything at all. They're going to want to ask you, what does this cost, and what are the effects of adding green chemistry to the performance of whatever system it is. And I give you an imaginary sort of case study here. And how do we make those trade-offs and balance? Because if you want to get green chemistry implemented, stakeholder buy-in, excuse me, it's essential. It needs to happen. And they need to have answers to these questions. What is the effect of green chemistry on my process or product or service? And what is the cost? And what green chemistry am I doing here? Am I making something that is good for the environment, has a human system impact? Is it less of an environmental impact? Is it more sustainable? It needs to be defined more clearly if you want someone to write you a check or to implement your process. And this helps to address that. And I won't read this whole thing to you, but it talks about doing exploratory data analysis. You look at the data that exists, and when the data is missing, you may have to do some experiments. And then it tells you about how to evaluate this and how to present this as information to a stakeholder. And I give you some examples of things that I've done using software I used something called JMP. It's a statistical analysis software, and you can watch and see what I do. And I have two fictitious companies. I have Technotron and Envirotron, and you just discuss it. You'll see. Then we have our capstone project for this quarter, which is your sort of written paper project, which is on an imaginary thing because we don't do real labs, of course. So what you'll do is you will have a paper here under your capstone project, which is in everything this whole quarter, but especially towards the end, which is the module 5, is an example from cleaning valves with called removal of silicon contaminant from spacecraft hardware, something I actually worked on a long time ago. And you can download this document here. It's declassified, so you can see it. And it's like, okay, we're going to make a cleaner, and we want to clean. Very important to get silicone. I said silicone contamination from spacecraft, and we want something that has to work really well. But we would like to, instead of what the approach is taken here, we would like to include green combinations and stuff. Now you're going to be making up a lot of your stuff as per the instructions here, but this is an exercise in how would you implement this? How would you do this on a real world thing? And I want you to have that experience. It'll be fun and interesting, I think, for you to do it, if not slightly boring. But look at this. I got this simple green here. I want you to explore these and look at the impacts using the tools we have. And otherwise, that's about it. So I will see you around online, and I hope you have a good last module for this quarter. Right? Take care. Bye-bye.